Okay, I just wanted to make this video on what not to do for the time fly spread on the adjustments that I made. I ended up making, I think at the end, it was like $2,500 total. But even though this was a winning trade, this is something that we shouldn't do in the future. Okay, so let's go back to when I started this, when I placed this trade, which was on May 8th. And I'm gonna Okay, we have to wait for this. This is Option Explorer. You can do a lot of back testing and keep a record of all your trades, and which I already talked about in the other video. So, okay, so I'm going to go to the trade log here for 850. I don't see it. Where is it? Time fly spread. On the run. Okay, well, let's just go. I think I put this on around 9 or 8:30 or something. Okay, there it is. So this one, if you recall from the first video, I made a mistake. I used this butterfly. Um, Actually, the butterfly is correct, but this diagonal was not correct. It was a calendar, and I had reversed these, I think. So I did fix that. If you go 5 minutes later, I fixed it. So this is what it should look like. So I showing a loss of 400 bucks, but I think it was when I fixed it, it was around a loss of $100, which is fine. Now this is the trade that is correct. So let's move forward like 45 minutes and see what the market does. So it's not moving around much, losses around 256 currently. And as I mentioned, this T plus zero line, which is the current profit loss line, um, we call these T plus X lines. I can add more projections of like plus 2 days from now and plus 4 days from now. These are called T plus X lines, but the current line is where we're at now. So let's just move to the current line, T plus zero line. And the goal of this is to make this delta as flat as possible. So the slope of the delta is positive here, is sloping up, and slope of this line, or the what I call the delta, is sloping down. So this is negative delta. So we want to keep it delta neutral as possible, delta zero as long as possible across a wider range of price movement. So this is a delta neutral strategy. So that's our goal. Right now showing a delta 12, so we're positive 12, which is okay. I like to keep this delta, 10% of theta, because theta, as I mentioned in the other video, is time decays. This is what's bringing in our money. So each day should bring in $422. That's just a theoretical projection, but it's not completely accurate, but that's just a guideline. So right now delta is positive, which is not good because as soon as if the market goes down, you're going to start losing money. But like I mentioned before, Vega goes positive. This is also a positive Vega trade. So if volatility goes up, then Vega will bring in our money. So we'll counteract the movement down by increasing uh, the volatility, which increases our Vega, which gives us our profit in that component of it. So, anyways, let's move forward. So now we're down 136 bucks, which is okay. This is still within our trading strategy, and we're about delta 9 right now. Pretty flat here. Let's move forward. This is still that same day that I put on the trade on May 8th. So let's go to the next trading um, adjustment that I made. which was I think looks like it goes to Tuesday. So nothing really happened on Monday. So we're in another day for Tuesday. And wait for this thing to load because it's kind of slow. All right. This is where I made the adjustment. I added this calendar because the market had dropped a lot. So you can see it decided to not go in our favor. So what it went from like here down to here. So let me ignore today's trade. So what happened was the price went to the short put here. So that's when it hits this short put price of 27, I think 95, well, 2800, then that triggers an adjustment. So the adjustment that I made was adding a calendar um, here that lifts up this tent and gives us more room to the downside. It flattens out our delta because I think the delta, whoops, was 42 positive. So that's pretty large delta. So by adding that calendar, our delta went down to 12. Um, I keep hitting the wrong one. Okay. And so this gave us more room to the downside. So I was afraid that the market was going to keep going down. So the volatility would go up and then the Vega would go up. So that'd be good. But by doing that, this if the market goes up, then your delta starts going negative, and this is not what you want with this adjustment. You don't want the market to go up too much, but within a certain range. I mean, down to about here, I would say to up to here, we got a good range of where this can go, and eventually theta will kick in, and then we'll end up making money from theta. So eventually T plus one next day, if market stayed here, would go profit would go up to here, and then we could get out for a profit of 5%. But we're not going to wait for T plus two, obviously. So that was a plan, but I'm going to change my trading plan. I don't like the calendar adjustments anymore. So when price hits this or goes past this, my new rule is either if you're very conservative, just get out, take the loss of $600 and just wait for the next trade next week and make that back. Um, if you believe the market's going to keep going down. But if the market does bounce, then obviously it can make money. So either you can just take the loss, not make the adjustment, or you can stay in it and maybe wait till maybe if it goes down to here and you lose like $1,500, you can get out here. Or like in this case, what happened was it hit this price and then it just went immediately back up. But you don't know that's going to happen. So conservative, just get out. If it hits your short strike or goes a little bit past it, I would say a little bit past it. It's my new rule. If I'm going to be conservative, I'm just going to take the loss. But the other option that I was thinking of doing is instead of doing a calendar adjustment, I'm just going to I'm just going to roll this short strike down, half the contracts down. So essentially you're doing a put debit spread, which is a bearish strategy. So I could move it down half the contracts down to 2790, which gives us the green line here, the new model. So let's just look at that. And it does bring the delta down to 19 from 42, gives us more room to the downside. So maybe I could do this adjustment and stay in it for another day if the market um, decides to keep going down. I'll be okay. But if the market goes up, I'll be okay as well. Um, so this is what I'm going to do in the future. This will be my trading plan. It's not as conservative as just getting out, but it's more conservative than entering a calendar because this a put debit spread actually makes money quicker if the market falls. but the calendar takes a longer time to make the profit if the market continues to fall. So I'm going to do this put debit spread in the future going forward. And then if the market goes back up, then I can either just remove it and go back to, um, basically reverse that trade. And then um, probably will, if the market does bounce, then it'll probably make money, even though I paid money for doing that transaction. So this will come down a little bit, but theta will eventually kick in and make the profit if the market decided to bounce. So that's my new trading plan. We can go through exactly what happened though. Um, so I made this adjustment, calendar adjustment. This is my real trade. So the market was down 1,000 here, and then it decided to bounce. So that's just this is the problem. When I put on the downside adjustment and decided to bounce, this is the worst thing that can happen to this strategy. Is it hits your trigger point, you make the adjustment, and it goes reverses the other direction. Um, so I could have got out anytime here, took the $1,000 loss, but I didn't. I decided to be stubborn and stay in it. And so now we'll go to the next day, May 12th, Tuesday. Um, okay. So next day, even with the adjustment, downside adjustment made, theta kicked in a little bit, and I'm down $472. So I should have gotten out here too. I had another chance of getting out, but I didn't. I was stubborn, decided to stay in it. So let's see what happens on Tuesday. Next day is, oops, I went to next day. Sorry. So this was Wednesday. Sorry. That's right. So Wednesday is I could have gotten out. And then let me see what happens here. So I think it continues going up, is what happened. So down 800, down 1,000 now because it continues to go up. You can see the delta is now negative. So if it goes up, it's going to hurt us. Like I said, time decay is counteracting that, is helping us, but depends on how fast it goes up. Okay, I think it goes to Thursday now. All right, so Thursday, it went down a lot. So not only did volatility decrease, which hurts this trade, the price went up as well. So now I'm down $1,600. So let's see what happens. Let's see what I did on Thursday. Now, Thursday is the day that this strategy rule is to get out of this trade 24 hours before the expiration date, which is Friday. So the latest you should get out is the end of Thursday. But I decided to make another adjustment here. I added let me see, let me go here. So this butterfly was an 816.8. So I decided to add a call by taking off a call, negative call, which essentially added, created this final expiration line model, which flattened out our delta. So I figured, I'm already down, almost $1,700. So might as well just do this adjustment, flatten out the deltas. And if it goes up, then I won't lose that much. If it goes down, it'll make money from these two, this diagonal, this calendar, because it'll bring up this line as time passes, because this line will eventually become this expiration line as time passes. So this will lift up. So the market goes down, I'm okay. Market goes up, I'm okay. So I just decided to make that adjustment instead of just getting out, because I'm already down 2,000, which is like 13%. And the rule for this strategy is if it goes to 40 to 50% of your max loss, then you just get out no matter what. but it hasn't hit that yet. So let's see what happens. So I would really like it to go down actually, and it would make money from that. So now it's down 2,000 because this whole expiration line is going to sink as the volatility decreases. Okay, so let's go a little bit further in time. It's down 2,200 roughly. Let's go down, just move. Okay, we're at 12 o'clock, down 2,300. Okay, so this is the next day. Sorry, not the next day. This next adjustment I made. I decided to take the whole butterfly off. So I took this whole structure off because I figured, by taking that off, my max loss is going to be 4,000 if the market just goes up. And I was willing to take that loss if that happened because that's only, I don't know, that's still not 40% of max loss. But I made a bet that a directional bet that if the market does end up deciding to move down either tonight or Thursday night or Friday morning, then I could make a lot of money up to like $10,000 here if it went up to here. So I decided that was worth the risk to lose 4,000 to make, anywhere in between here, 6,000 to whatever. But I'm not going to aim for that much. Um, so let's see what happens after I made that adjustment. Um, so we'll go in time, 45 minutes. So this is the problem with being stubborn and staying in a trade that you shouldn't be in. You have to worry about it and do these adjustments and waste your time on it. So I want to keep it simple in the future. So I'm not going to be doing this anymore. So luckily, the market did end up deciding to drop. And my directional bet, probably 50-50 chance of being right. It's not a good bet. Ended up working. I got lucky. So every once in a while, we get lucky, and um, I'm happy that it happened. So I got out. Lesson learned. So my trading plan is now changed. I wrote in my new rules. I'm gonna roll the short strikes down for adjustment. Stay in it for one more day. If it doesn't work out, just get out. All right. Hope all that made sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, thanks.